guys, so I'm making masitas de puerco today. I'm about to head out on the boat, so I'm prepping it for dinner tonight. I'm using this pork tenderloin that we buy in Sam's. I love it. The meat is super tender. What I'm gonna do is just cut them into chunks about this big. The smaller, the more tender they're gonna be. And then I'm gonna put them in a bowl, season them with salt, a lot of salt. Pork likes salt. So I'm gonna grab about 3 or 4 big handfuls, move it around, season it. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic. I'm going to add a little bit of naranja agria, sour orange, and then I'm gonna slice up this big onion that you see here, and I'm gonna put it on top. I'm gonna move it around with my hands, cover it with some press and seal, and pop it in the fridge until I'm ready to cook it later. Okay, so the Roomba's going in the background, but I just finished seasoning it. Let me show you what it looks like. It's just like that. I chopped up a whole onion. I did like 1 big tablespoon of minced garlic, 3 big handfuls of salt, and then I just like poured a little bit of naranja agria over it, mixed it up with my hands, and now I'm gonna cover it with some press and seal, and it's going in the fridge until I'm ready to cook it. All right, it's the next day. We went out on the boat yesterday. It took a little bit longer, so we didn't make this for dinner last night, but it's been marinating for a very long time. So this is gonna be hot fire. I'm gonna go ahead and make it in my little trusty caldero, my aluminum pot. If you guys are interested, you know where you can find it. I have one in my storefront. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on to about a medium heat. Let this get hot, which doesn't take very long. I'm not adding any oil, any butter, nothing. I'm not adding anything to this. As soon as it gets hot, I'm gonna throw this in there just like this with the marinade, with the onions, with everything. I'm gonna let it cook and I'm gonna let it release its juices. Once all of those juices evaporate, then I'm gonna throw in my rendered pork fat, my manteca de puerco, sear it until it gets a nice brown color, and you're done. The one thing that I will tell you, do not leave out of this recipe is that manteca de puerco, that rendered pork fat. We'll get into it now. I'm just gonna let this get hot, throw this in, and then I'll be back. All right, this has been heating up for like a minute. So I'm gonna go and drop everything in. That sizzle, onions and everything. Everything goes in. And then I'm gonna keep this at a medium heat. And then what I'm going to do is just move this around, get it nice and comfy in the pot, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid on. And I'll come back and check on it every couple of minutes, turn it until my meat is fully cooked. Once the meat is fully cooked, it's gonna have juices, it's gonna have like water in there, liquid. That's when I'm going to remove the lid, turn up the heat, let all that liquid evaporate. And once all that liquid is evaporated, you're gonna do what I told you. We're gonna add in our manteca. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just check on it. It's been a couple minutes. Just gonna dar una vueltecita. Mix it up. It's looking great. It's smelling even better. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on. All right, so the meat is fully cooked. I just know it. It's fully cooked, so what I'm gonna do is uncover it, and then I'm gonna keep my heat like at a medium high, and let all that liquid evaporate. Once the liquid evaporates, you guys already know, I'm going in with my rendered pork fat. This used to be store-bought, but now it's what's been left over from when I fry like chicharrones or any like pork that lets out the fat. That's where this is from. You need this for this recipe. Don't leave it out, because I swear that it even helps to tenderize the meat. Delicious. And it gives it like a very unique flavor that this recipe needs. But anyway, I'm going to keep moving this around until all the liquid evaporates, and then I'll be back. Okay, you see how like, that's it? All the liquid is gone, it already evaporated. Now I'm gonna add a big spoonful of manteca. Like that. And then you just let that melt, and then that's like the oil that you're going to sear these in. Like not sear, but like brown them in. And then you're just gonna cook it until they're golden brown, and that's it. You serve it, and you get a little bit of that manteca on the bottom, and you put it over your rice. All right, this is done for me. You see how it's nice and like golden brown? All you have to do is just fry it a little bit in that manteca. And then that manteca on the bottom, that goes over the rice. I'm gonna go ahead and serve this. All right, I have rice. And then I'm gonna mix this up, get it in the manteca. And then serve myself.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
¿Se la vas a mirar?
Okay, vamos a probarlo. Oh, I also have a platanito manzano that I'm gonna throw in there. Duh. Es lo que toca. Because we don't have tostones. I like this on top of tostones, but we didn't make them today. It's fine. Esto está que arde. Please make this.